What's the weirdest mission military intelligence gave you? Intelligence officer walks into our briefing room with the strangest assignment I've ever received. We need you to find and capture a goat. Not just any goat, a specific goat, in the mountains of Afghanistan, with a cell phone strapped to its back. Turns out Taliban had figured out our drone surveillance patterns. They knew we tracked electronic signatures, so they started using animals as mobile communication relays. Brilliant, actually. This particular goat had been wandering around for weeks, carrying encrypted messages between terrorist cells. Intelligence intercepted fragments of communications coming from GPS coordinates that kept moving in impossible patterns. How does a cell tower move 15 miles overnight? Analyst asked during the briefing. Unless it's got 4 legs and eats grass. Our squad spent 3 days chasing this goat through mountain passes. Thing was smarter than most recruits I've known. Every time we got close, it would disappear into caves or climb rocks we couldn't reach. Meanwhile, Taliban fighters were probably watching us through binoculars, laughing their asses off. Elite American soldiers defeated by livestock. This is ridiculous, complained Private Davis. We're special forces, not animal control. But command was serious. That goat contained intelligence about planned attacks on coalition bases. Lives depended on intercepting those communications. Day 4, we finally cornered it near a stream. Mason, our designated goat wrangler, crept forward with zip ties and determination. Goat looked at him, tilted its head, then charged straight between his legs and bounded away. Mason face planted in the mud while the goat vanished again. I joined the army to fight terrorists, Mason groaned. Not wrestle farm animals. That's when Williams had a brilliant idea. What if we don't chase it? What if we make it come to us? We set up an ambush using the only bait guaranteed to work on goats. Stole a bag of grain from the local village, promised to replace it later. 6 hours of waiting in complete silence. Professional soldiers hiding behind rocks, waiting to capture a 4-legged communications device. Goat finally showed up around sunset. Hungry, thirsty, probably tired of carrying terrorist equipment, walked straight into our trap. Device on its back was more sophisticated than expected. Solar-powered transmitter with GPS tracking and encrypted messaging capability. Taliban had basically turned a farm animal into a walking cell tower. But here's where it gets weird. Intelligence analysis revealed the goat had been sending messages to multiple cells across 3 provinces. This wasn't just communication relay, it was mobile command and control. How do you debrief a goat? Analyst wondered aloud. Standard interrogation techniques probably won't work. Animal had inadvertently mapped Taliban supply routes for us. Every place it stopped to graze corresponded to weapons caches or safe houses. Intelligence gold mine with hooves. We turned the goat over to Afghan forces who promised to treat it well. Device went to intelligence for reverse engineering. Within weeks, we'd shut down entire terrorist network. 3 months later, intelligence gave us another animal mission. This time it was a camel with a satellite dish. I requested transfer to a different unit. No more livestock operations, I told my commanding officer. I didn't sign up to be a shepherd with grenades, but that goat mission became legendary in special operations circles. Story gets told at every intelligence briefing as example of thinking outside conventional parameters. Taliban learned their lesson too. Switched to using pigeons for message delivery. Thank God I transferred before that assignment came down. Years later, I still wonder about that goat. Probably living peacefully somewhere, unaware it once carried secrets that could have killed dozens of soldiers.